Welcome back, everybody. It's the College Football Blitz NFL Showdown. I just want to say, if you're here last week, yeah, it was not good. We were not good last week, but hey, we're not the old back in pro line days of USA Network. We're not Jim Fice. We're not uh, Wayne Root. We were shit last week, but I'm bringing back my two guys here. I'm bringing back Thunder and Lightning.
What happened to the intro? Oh, am I thunder? I'm lightning.
I don't know.
I
We'll
think
work
it
that
was.
out after the show. I know that's a new thing for you. I work it.
Uh,
We'll work it out after the show. But hey, I
Sorry.
we're coming in with Thunder and Lightning. All I've got to say before I turn over to you guys and give your picks. Roll damn tide. I told you fucking last week Alabama would come through. They did. It wasn't. Hey, I was scared at the end because I was scared to come on the show if Alabama would have coughed that up. But hey, it is what I got the win.
yeah, I think they let their foot off the pedal. Alabama, they could have beat them by a lot more.
Yeah, but I look back at the games we had last week. Okay, the Maryland, but Michigan. Michigan gave that cover away late. Uh, Michigan State. Sorry, my Spartans didn't show up.
Yeah.
The Texans. I thought that game. I don't know. I'm not gonna. I thought the Texans should have won that one with the safety at the end, but hey, I'm not conspiracy theorist. Uh, Steelers. What we lost? What with Joe Flacco? Come on. How many times?
Yeah,
How many times? How many times I have to lose with fucking Joe Flacco?
hey, Justin Fields almost made a comeback. So
I know. Yeah, but it's just in field, so whoever expects him to come back. Rams. I don't know. And then Ross, our Lions won. I was with you. I took actually you like the hook at 3.5. I think I got him at 4 and 4.5. I'm thinking I'm looking good. Hey,
Yeah. I mean, it was a shootout.
yeah,
So the Lions pulled away. Uh,
yeah,
hey, it's a good win for the Lions, though.
yep. Oh no, I agree. I mean, I don't know. It's just for me. It was a very bad. It was a decent. I had a decent Saturday. I had a terrible Sunday.
I had a
But
great Saturday and a great Sunday.
My Saturday was better. My only two losses were the ones I put on here. So
That's how I was. I had I've been hot in general. So
yeah. All right, so let's get into these games. Yeah, you guys are all over the board here, which is what I like. So we'll get right into college football. Ryan, you got a SEC bout here with and you like Florida?
I do like Florida. They're the home dog +3. This is a huge game for Florida. They actually coming off a bye week. They crushed Mississippi State last game. What was the score on that one? 45-28. They were -7 favorites. It was it was out of hand in the first half. I was actually on the over for that one. UCF on the other hand, they got crushed by Colorado at home, which really shouldn't happen. This two-headed QB for the Florida it's weird, but I like it. It's kind of working. UCF defense looked bad last week. Florida should be able to throw the ball on them. Mertz looks fine. I'm not a huge fan of him, but he does the job he needs to. And the other guy, what's his name? Lagway. So he looked good last week too, or 2 weeks ago when he played. He had 100% completion percentage, going 7 for 7, 76 yards. Graham Mertz pretty much did everything. But yeah, that was a big win. I think Florida is going to be motivated here, being a home dog against this UCF team. Uh, back in the day, UCF used to be the baby brother to Florida, so they're going to want to show them that they're still the boss here, Florida. So I like Florida. We'll go Florida +3.
All right. All right. Yeah. All right. I'll just give you a minute, Ross. Do you have any thoughts on that game?
Yeah, I like Florida. I'm not quite sure where this Central Florida love is still coming from when they got blown up by Colorado, and nobody's wanting to give Colorado any love at all. And they went and just got their asses handed to them. So I think there's more to it than that. I think Florida's a better team. I don't think Central Florida is as good as they're getting the love right now. So and plus this game, it's at the Swamp, right? I mean, that's definitely worth something. So
All right. All right. Hey, here's the thing. I was on well, I took the points. I didn't think Colorado would do what they did, but I took the points with last week with Colorado just because I thought it was too many points. Here's
14 and a half is a lot of points. Yeah.
Yeah. I got about 14. I was happy with 14. Here's my thing though. Why is Florida +3?
What do you want the line to be?
Well, I'm asking you, why is Florida +3? It's one of those lines. Would Florida ever be +3 against UCF ever? I'm just saying. It's one of those games where you think, oh, Vegas knows something, or Vegas knows. I'm one of those.
I think it's kind of the same reasons. Why were they 14 and a half point favorites against Colorado? I mean, there's something going on with UCF that seems a little off. Vegas maybe hasn't pinned them down quite.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying. As long as we've lived, would you ever think Florida be +3 against UCF? No, I don't. I just think that. I don't know. I think this line is off in the wrong direction. I don't know. I'm not playing it just for that reason, but I
mean, UCF has a better record. I don't know that they have the better wins. Let's see who UCF beat.
No, I'm just saying the line seems off.
I mean, they played New Hampshire,
Sam Houston, and a 1-point win against TCU. Yeah,
right.
UCF hadn't played anybody.
And Florida's had a crazy schedule.
Fine. I'm just saying this line seems off for a reason, and I don't. That's why I don't play these lines. But it's just personal thing.
Yeah, but if you use the same argument and you took the plus points against Colorado, wouldn't you want to take the plus points with Florida as well? I mean, I view it as kind of a similar something being off.
I just no. Unfortunately, I had more. I had faith in Sanders and Hunter to score some points.
Well, Hunter's just a freak of nature. Yeah,
I had more faith in them scoring points. I have no faith in Graham Mertz.
I mean, as I said, I'm not a big fan of him either. But he had 3 touchdowns against Mississippi State. They moved the ball well. UCF defense isn't that good.
Yeah, no,
okay.
It's not.
Same as Alabama. We'll come back next week, and then you can tell me I'm stupid. It's all right, no problem. All right, Rob. Hey, it's a give and take show.
Sometimes it's like that.
Week. Yeah, you could come back next week and say, "Yeah, look at this game." Hey, I agree with most of all your picks last week, and we're all terrible. So hey. So you can come back next week on this one, no problem. No worries. All right, Ross. All right, no. I'm gonna leave that game. I'm gonna go back with your guys in Michigan again. Ross.
Starting with the Michigan game.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to Michigan. I'll let you talk about your boys.
So, well, they should have covered against Minnesota. The fact that they let Minnesota back into that game was, I mean, as a fan, it was upsetting to see. But, I mean, there were plenty of people that called for Minnesota to be a trap game anyway. They still found a way to win. But what I'm looking at right now is Washington. I don't, they're certainly not the threat that they were last year, just like Michigan. These are not the same two teams that played last year. In fact, both teams lost almost the same number of starters. And so you're looking at two completely different teams, but Michigan's identity still remains the same. They're running the ball, they have plenty of talent to run the ball. Washington, they have a great pass defense. As we've all seen, Michigan can't throw the ball. So that is kind of nullified. They don't have a great run defense. They're giving up almost as many yards rushing as they are through the air. So Michigan is they're going to win. I believe they're going to win this one. So I'm just going to go ahead and take the plus points, mine as well.
All right. So
we're not throwing Ross on the screen anymore.
Nope.
No. He's scum. He's a Michigan guy. No. So hey, I'm gonna leave this one to you first. Right, Kate? Do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I'll say the same thing you said about Florida. Why is Michigan the dog?
I think
is Washington that good? I don't think so. I don't
know.
No,
they're not. I think honestly, the Michigan's not going to get any love because of Alex Orji. There's so much. I mean, when you have a quarterback that can't throw the ball, obviously there's a lot of concerns. I'm concerned too. I mean, eventually there's going to have to come a time where we're going to have to quarterback that can throw the ball. But the identity for Michigan has remained rock solid. And actually, I was telling Dan before, they only had Alex Orji run the ball 9 times. I mean, I feel like they haven't even explored what the RP. Well, there's no pass involved in the RPO with Alex Orji, but they haven't even utilized his legs like they can. So there's a lot of uncertainty though. No, Michigan's not going to get any love right now with Alex Orji at quarterback. I get it.
How many points is Washington worth at home? I don't know. I'll probably be on them too, Michigan. I mean, how can you pass that up?
Fuck me. You know what? Because
I can't.
No. I'm going to sit here and keep listening to Ross, and I'll probably be on him again. There's no reason. Here's my thing. And Ross, you said, "Oh, no, Michigan runs the ball," but Washington has a good pass defense. But that's here's the thing. It's going to get to this point. You got a good pass defense, so good pass defense. And you guys can't throw the ball. Fine, play man on man, and put 9 guys in the box. What the fuck are you gonna do then?
Minnesota tried the same thing. I mean, Michigan still was able to run the ball. I don't know how, but Michigan has found a way to create a running scheme that's still against being so heavily guarded in the box.
Here's the thing. Okay, fine. You can say, Minnesota did it. They never run the ball. He's a fuck all your
I mean,
how much better is
I'm not saying
either the trend Minnesota? Either the trend's going to continue and Michigan's going to continue to run the ball like they have, or someone's going to stop it. Eventually, it's going to come to the point. Texas, stop it.
I don't think it's going to be. Washington.
I don't think it is either. I don't think they're going to be the one to stop Michigan's running attack.
Hey, it's early in the season. We'll keep going on. It's all. We'll.
Just wait till Michigan plays Ohio State. You are going to see a team in Michigan that gets their ass handed like they haven't been handed in years.
Or Penn State.
Oh, they're going to have multiple losses before they even get to Ohio State. It's just not. It's not.
Hey, listen, no, man. Hey, or Oregon. Did you play Oregon this year? Hey, here's my thing.
Too.
Huh? You do?
Yeah, we play Oregon. Although Oregon, you play Oregon this week.
Yeah, man. I think it's gonna be ugly. Oh, we can talk about that next week. But let's move on. Okay. All right, hey.
I know you think Washington's gonna blow them out.
No, I think Oregon's gonna blow out fucking Michigan State.
Maybe they might.
All right.
It's in Oregon.
Doesn't matter.
I mean, I think it does.
All right.
Everybody thought USC was going to blow out Michigan too, and they go into the big house and they had troubles.
No, nobody thought they were going to blow them out. All right. We'll go with this game. All right. Again, hey, right? No, right. Wait. You actually like NC State?
I do.
Huh?
I guess terrible? You don't. They're terrible?
NC State's a terrible football team.
Okay. You know who's even more terrible?
You gonna tell me?
Yeah, Wake Forest. Underachieving. Neither team is really covered at all this season. You have to admit that North Carolina State had the tougher schedule. They played Clemson, Tennessee. I guess we didn't think much of Clemson when they played them, but if you look at Clemson now, they look pretty good. Wake Forest allowed 112 points in their last 3 games. I think North Carolina State matches up well offensively, like really, really good. They're going to put up a lot of points. The home team is 14-3 ATS run in this series. Wake Forest is 1-7 against the spread in Raleigh. They're allowing 38.4 points per game. North Carolina State has been scoring well. They have the momentum. They won last week against Northern Illinois. Wake Forest has lost their last 3. I like the fact that they're home. I think North Carolina State handles business here. They win by 5.5. I think they actually win by double digits.
Hey. Right, I actually kind of agree with it. I'm here. I'm the host. I'm starting to be Stephen A. Smith. I'm just trying to jab people to get a response.
No, I mean at the beginning of the season, North Carolina State was thought of highly, right?
Yeah.
They just had a tough schedule to start with.
And just so you know, there's no S at Illinois. Just saying.
Okay.
You said Illinois. There's no S on Illinois.
That's how we say it on the East Coast.
They get offended by it. They get offended by it. Yeah.
Sorry. My bad, anyone from Illinois. I won't say Illinois again.
Yeah.
It's just how we talk around here. Illinois. It's just Illinois.
I understand. Hey, Ross, you thought of that game?
I haven't looked at it, but I don't. I just took a look at it. I don't see any reason to not take NC State. Wake Forest looks. I mean, just based off of the fact that they've gotten their ass kicked by the likes of, well, they at least scored points, but Louisiana and Virginia, not necessarily known for being powerhouses, and got a 40-6 beating from Ole Miss. So, I don't think
it just shows that they don't play any. Wake Forest does not play defense. North Carolina State's going to play offense. I'm telling you, double digits.
All right.
Take the -10. Probably good plus money.
All right. I'm not disagreeing.
I know, I'm messing with you.
I know, but they're so bad. But again, as you see, they're playing Wake Forest. So I used to, back in the old days, I used to always bet against Wake Forest. It was always easy. All right, so Ross,
Yeah,
who, the, Ross, here's my thing. You're going for like a bounce back?
What with the Georgia pick?
Yeah.
This is what some people would call, if you're playing poker, going full tilt.
Yeah.
With,
Oh, yeah, I like that. I like that.
but I so I'm kind of I'm going to ride that way. I think well, Auburn has been very underwhelming since that opening game, the 73-3 win that they had. I understand it was against nobody, but I think there was some love thing. Oh yeah, Auburn's gonna, and then they lose to California, they lose to Arkansas. They lost a close one to Oklahoma. Oklahoma's not uh, quite everything, but Georgia is going to look to blow the doors off of Auburn after what happened against Alabama. That is what I'm really hanging this game on, is the fact that Georgia is going to want to actually embarrass another SEC opponent, and if they win out, they're going to make the playoffs, but they're going to want to do so impressively. I Auburn is unfortunate in being in the position that they're the team Georgia has to play after getting beat by Alabama. That is the way I look at this.
You're lying.
I agree with you there.
No. I agree with him. He's lying about his stuff. It's because he's the quarterback for Auburn.
Well,
It's
yeah,
Thorne.
but Peyton
Expectation.
Thorne had one good
Wait.
year for you.
No, screw him. Here's my thing. I had Oklahoma. I had Oklahoma last week, and I'm like, for 50. I'm like, I'm losing to Peyton Thorne. I'm losing my money to Peyton Thorne. And then he threw the interception. I'm like, that's the Peyton Thorne I grew up in love with. Thank you very much, man. Uh, I agree with everything you said. My only thing is it's Peyton Thorne as a quarterback. It's easy.
He's just going to screw you over if you take Georgia. Peyton Thorne's going to
See,
stick it to you.
Auburn cashed me a ticket
well,
last week.
see, I thought he was gonna stick it to me last week, and he didn't. Here's my thing about Georgia. And listen, here's my thing about. I think I don't like Georgia's offense. I still think it's very inconsistent, and it's been very inconsistent this whole season. But my thing about it, and I don't put the second half against Alabama as anything, is because the first half Alabama they were like blitzing and they were doing a lot of stuff and causing problems. To me, once they got the lead, it seemed like the second half they just kind of laid off until it. I'm not sold on Georgia's offense. They didn't do a lot against Kentucky. They did the first half against Alabama.
Hold on. Are we sleeping on Kentucky's defense? They crushed Ole Miss last week too.
Sleep on. No, I'm not sleeping on our defense. But my point, that kind of goes to my point is they didn't do a lot against Kentucky's defense,
And they didn't really
do a
do
lot
anything against Alabama. Nah, they didn't.
No, in the first half they didn't, and then once Alabama got the big lead, I thought Alabama, and I was getting pissed off watching the game because I'm a Bama fan because of Saban, but it seemed like Alabama's defense uh, laid back. They did.
Yeah, they let up.
Like
they let up in offense too. Yeah, the game shouldn't have been as close as it was.
Finally.
Yeah, they definitely they let off the pedal.
Yeah, they did.
They certainly did.
Yeah, but again, now they're playing Vanderbilt, and fuck.
Well, I think Georgia has a better chance of covering than Alabama does.
Well, I'm just saying, but the thing is, Vanderbilt has no part of the push. All right. Here's the thing. I'm going to go to this game. All right, we're going to move the NFL now. We're going to this game because you both have the same game.
Are we on opposite sides?
No, you're on the same side.
All right.
I think unless you put it in wrong, I think you're on the same side. And then I'm kind of sure the way you both on the same side. You both like Indy. No?
Yep.
Yeah, I like Indy.
All right, Ryan, I'll let you go first.
Yeah, so
Ryan, I'll let you go first.
Both teams are injured. Yeah, let's go. We got injuries on both sides of the ball. Jags offense is probably the healthiest on the field, but they stink. They scored on 27.9% of possessions this season, under 5 yards per play. I doubt Taylor plays, but Richardson or Flacco, it doesn't matter to me. Colts should be able to move the ball in this Jags secondary. They're 3-1 ATS. They're number 1 in yards per completion, and with either quarterback, Jags are giving up, or number 30 giving up yards per completion. Jags can run, but the Colts defense can stop the run. Jags turn the ball over much. Colts are disciplined. They have better special teams. They get good field position on punt and kickoff returns. I've been fading the Jags. They have so many problems. Doug Peterson was throwing his team under the bus in press conferences. Trevor Lawrence looks like garbage. I don't really think they look great against Texans. As you said, they shouldn't have covered that one. They got lucky. I like the Colts here. Yeah, I don't know why people are backing the Jags in the first place. They stink.
What wasn't Doug Peterson one of your
I love Doug Peterson, but he stopped it. He did the same thing in Philadelphia. That's why he's not here anymore.
All right. Hey, Rex. Sorry, man. Ross, I'll let you pull this one out, Mike.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure there's a whole lot more I can add to that. I mean, last week, they beat the Steelers, who the Steelers arguably have one of the best defenses in football. And Flacco continues to show a little bit of magic when he has to. The same thing with the Browns last year. But a lot of this just Jacksonville has not proven anything at all that they should be favored in a game, let alone against the Colts, who have had some pretty decent competition so far this year and have won 2 games against, and the Bears have managed to look like they're, actually halfway decent. We know that the Steelers are a great team. So I just don't understand where there's any love for Jacksonville. They are hot garbage. So give me the Colts plus points.
So last season, the Jags swept this series, and then after they beat them is when they started to suck. That's when their downfall was. I think they won 2 games since they beat the Colts last time. It's like 2-10, something like that. It's ridiculous. This team isn't good.
No, they're not. They're garbage.
When you get down, and then I guess teams let them back in, but they get crushed. They're not close. They can't move the ball. They can't score.
Ooh.
The Jags.
They're
not good. They're going to get shredded. This team is going to get shredded. Anthony Richardson, Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco is going to go crazy. Look what he did to the Steelers.
I can't disagree with you.
61.5 completion percentage, 168 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. QB rating of 105.9. That's Joe Flacco against the Steelers. What do you think he's
That's
going to
fine.
do against this Jags defense?
But after, hey, fair enough. Here's the thing: you can keep throwing out these quarterback stats. I'm gonna, hey, 18 for 18, whatever fucking golf threw for, and 3 touchdowns, and it's not a perfect quarterback ranking. And the rankings mean fuck all. Go ahead. We're gonna go into your total, right, Kate? Because I'm done with the fucking stupid ass statistics. I'm gonna go with your right, Cape, on your your under in this game.
Yep. So we're going Dolphins, Pats under. Uh, this game is just ugly in general. But yeah, this is the lowest total of the season. Total of 40 has gone 7-3 to the under this year. Neither offense is good at all. They don't score touchdowns in the red zone. Both QBs look lost. Both teams rely on the run game. But it is tough to run against New England, so I don't see Miami doing too much offensively. They're going to have to pass. Huntley, he just doesn't look good enough. I don't know that another week is going to help him, especially on a short week. He has all these weapons. He didn't use them last week. He threw for 96 yards. I don't see either team doing anything. We're going to have a bunch of field goals here, and we'll stay well under this total of 36.5. I'm thinking like 13-12, something like that.
Hey, Ross.
13-10, 13-6.
Ross, your thoughts?
I have a hard time seeing where this game could go over. I've watched a lot of the Dolphins this year. I like the Dolphins, but I just they don't even know how to get their playmakers the ball. Even if they can't throw the ball, you got to be finding a way to get Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle the ball on end arounds or throw them in the backfield or something. I mean, when you can't get your two, I mean, obviously your single best playmaker in Hill, they're not scheming. I mean, this is just top to bottom an implosion for the Dolphins. They got to find a way to get their playmakers the ball. Their coaching is not doing it. Mike, the coach there, he's got this weird Miami cocaine binge going on right now.
Here's my thing where I have a problem with it. You said he can't get him open. Here's the problem. Maybe he's open. The quarterback just can't get the fucking ball.
I don't know, but they have a running quarterback now, and that was supposed to open up the receivers, and they still can't get on the ball.
What,
when they run the ball, there's no play action, nothing.
Man, it's Skeller Thompson.
Nothing, no creativity. They're like the Eagles. Yeah.
There is no creativity. If you can't throw the ball, you should still find a way to get Tyreek Hill the ball, like I said, on end around. Running jet sweeps, reverses.
Something.
Hit him in a fucking wildcat.
No. And then he turns on to Devontae Adams and I'm getting hit too much. I don't want to be here. Fuck.
Tyreek Hill actually didn't he just come out today in support of the Dolphins? And
probably,
but not an issue like Devontae Adams.
No. But you're saying, but that. You look at Devontae Adams, he's like, I'm getting hit too much. Ooh. Well, you're a wide receiver. What the fuck?
Well, I don't think it's fair to compare the heart of Devontae Adams versus the heart of Tyreek Hill. I actually have respect for Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, Devontae Adams already.
Okay, fair enough. Wait. Here's the thing, though. So Tyreek Hill left Kansas City for money. What is he happy? Would he be more happy in Kansas City with less money?
Oh, they didn't. Tyreek Hill was because Kansas City wasn't going to pay him, correct? And they openly admitted that.
That's what I just said.
Right. Yeah.
What's the problem? Is going to Miami. When was the last time Miami was good? Before he got there. They've been a shit team for decades.
And
they've been good since Dan Marino.
I don't think Hill is looking to go anywhere else, though. I mean, I think
Me
he's
neither.
he is where he is. He's committed to the team, so scheme will find a way to use him.
But in the back of his head, I'm just asking. This is the thing. In the back of his, well, he had a couple more Super Bowls. I'm just saying. So
If that was really his concern, he wouldn't have taken the money. He'd have stayed with Kansas City because he knew what he had.
No. That's my point. It was about the money.
Right. I don't disagree with it's about the money, but he has his money. I don't.
Right, fair enough.
He's faster than anybody else out there on the
Yeah,
field anyway. He's going to run right past him. They just got to get him the ball in different situations.
If I'm your best receiver, you're telling me you're not paying me what I'm worth, I'm going to go look for it.
Fine. He's got the money. He's got money. If they don't throw him the ball, so don't act like an ass on the sideline if you don't get the ball. Fine. Take your money, walk away.
He wins games. When his stats are looking good, the Dolphins win.
I think Tyreek Hill wants to play. I think he's upset that he's not being utilized.
I'm not
correct. I agree.
I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that at all. But you want to you be man in Kansas City.
Yes.
So you got
extra money. I mean, Kansas City, there was a bigger man there that got paid as well, right?
That's true. Right, yeah. Tyreek Hill was never going to be the man in Kansas City. That's always going to be Mahomes' team.
Right.
But no, it doesn't matter where you go. As a wide receiver, unless you fucking want to go to Detroit, you're never going to be the man.
He might not be the man in Detroit either.
No. Before Kevin Johnson was the man in Detroit.
That's true.
Yeah, Kevin Johnson was the man in Detroit. I'm just saying, if you're a wide receiver, you'll never be the man at any team. And like I said, let's see, Kevin Johnson in Detroit.
Well, I think
T.O. in Philadelphia was the man.
Huh?
T.O. was the man in Philadelphia. We got us to the Super Bowl. We've been knocking on the door so long. Yep.
What are you doing? What, Terrell Owen? He came from someplace else. Yeah, that's it. Oh my God. I'm not going to talk about Philadelphia. Sorry.
All right, we got one game left.
All right.
Where are we at with our picks?
Yeah, you have another NFL pick?
What do I have? I have the Ravens.
You got the Ravens,
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a -2.5, -3. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean the Ravens have. I mean, in the past two games, they've looked arguably like one of the top two teams in football. So, I mean, Derrick Henry is just an absolute stud. Lamar Jackson, I mean, that two-headed monster with what they're doing right now is, I mean, just unstoppable. I mean, they're going to win by a touchdown. I don't think that's the problem. I just don't think the Bengals can keep up with the Ravens on offense right now, even if it gets into a shootout, which the Ravens are still going to pull away. Arguably they're the best team in football through the past 2 weeks.
Right? What do you think? I can't argue. Here's the thing. On paper, I can't argue with it. I can't argue.
So then what does the eye test tell you otherwise?
No, but
what has Cincinnati done?
Exactly. Well, and
right. So, yeah,
but in the NFL, that's why when people lose money. I'm just saying.
I got you.
I may have to
We're
bet
trying
that
to
one.
win money.
I may have to.
They
I
won.
may,
They won both of these
I may,
games last year too. And the one in Baltimore, they won by 2 touchdowns.
I mean, are you hanging your hat that much on Cincinnati's win against the Panthers? I mean, I
You think the Bengals are a playoff team?
no, wait. Just
They
right,
got
Gabe.
thrashed by the Commanders. Come on, man.
No, no. Hey, right, Gabe. What's your thought on this game?
Yeah, I agree. Ravens at home. I
Oh,
was
okay.
surprised
All
that it
right. Oh,
opened
okay.
at what was it, -1. But yeah, this number is going to keep on climbing. I take whatever the books are going to give you. I'm sure
All right.
we're going to
Okay.
be closer to 4.5 by the time this line
Okay.
closes. I like the Ravens. I don't see any. The window is
I
closed
know.
for Cincinnati for the time being. Their
I know.
defense is horrible.
Hey. Right. I agree with you 100%, and that's what scares me. I'm like, yeah. I'm not.
Why do you take the Bengals?
No. It scares me because I'm like, yeah. I've done this. Fuck. I'm 58 years old. I've probably done this for 30 some years. I'm like, yeah. This is a sure win, and then Joe Burrow goes nuts and fucking Lamar Jackson breaks his leg, and I'm like, then I'm sitting here going, what the fuck just happened?
I see what you're saying is that I mean, all signs point
This
to
seems
how
to
the
be,
hell did the Ravens not
yeah,
cover. I mean, and then I see what you're saying. It's one of those things like it's almost too good to be true because of how well they've played over it's hard to see any scenario where the Ravens don't cover, and then you're right. That's the time that they don't cover.
and,
I
no, and Lamar Jackson walking out or throwing a pass, he fucking his Achilles snap. I listen. I agree with
did
you
have
guys.
to do both
This
him
is
and
Yeah,
Derek.
even if that happens, I still think the Ravens cover this
all
number.
right. Hey. Oh, how if all that happens, I'll come back. Hey,
Who's their
you told
backup
me
We'll,
it's great.
quarterback?
we'll see next
Yeah.
Wednesday if you're if
I
you're
Who-
jinxing it by it being
I
too good to be
no no
true.
no no. I agree with you guys. And my thing is I'm gonna lay just something about this game just scares me. Whether it's Baltimore or all of a sudden Joe Burrow, Lamar Chase going nuts, I don't know. It's the one game I've circled on my thing saying this is the game, and that's why it scares me. I'm just saying it's a personal thing. It's a to me it's a personal thing. I don't know,
I mean,
but hey.
I guess if they could stop the run, the Bengals, then they have to make Baltimore pass. But I still think they're good as
The
gold.
Yeah.
the
That's how
Ravens
you
are
that's how you beat them.
the Ravens are going to roll. Stay
Yeah.
steadfast with it.
All right.
Believe
So,
the Ravens are going to roll.
all right. Hey, guys. Again, thanks a lot for being here. Hey, fucking brilliant. A lot of good picks. Hopefully better than last week. Hey, it is what it is. Uh,
Yes.
It can only go up.
hey, no.
Yeah, I guess you can't do any worse.
Hey. We can't always win, mate. But hey, right, Kate. Where can people find you if they want to find? But I know you've been winning baseball right lately, and
Yep.
so outside of here, where can people find you and look up your record?
Yep. So you're gonna find me at RightCape on all social media. Uh, all my free plays are gonna be at pickadvisor.com, and they will also be in the Insiders Room Discord. So go check that out. My premium plays you can find on Winners and Winers. You can find on Pixel Parlays and SportsCapping.com. Uh, right now, I'm on the 10-3 run for NFL, WNBA 9-3 run, And then in MLB, I'm on a 5-0 run. I've won my last 5. I don't know. I hear everybody bitching about the playoffs, but I've been doing well.
All right. Hey, very good. All right. Hey, Ross, thanks a lot for coming on. Hey, Ross doesn't have a place yet. We may we'll try to find him home shortly, but this guy knows Michigan football, unfortunately. But he's not. I'm just saying.
Football's still my expertise. That's my comfort zone.
I know. Hey, listen, it's a Michigan State, Michigan thing. It's a personal thing. But I keep having them on. It's like, so we'll see you guys next week on Wednesday. Again, thanks a lot, guys, for coming on. Give me your thing. Hey, and Ryke, I know Ryke on the NASCAR report. He keeps bringing up guests. He's going to be bringing guests up on for this. When they can come
I think
on,
it's just me and you this
even
week,
more
but we've cashed the last 2 outright, so we've been doing really well. We got Ross Chastain 28-1 last week. So yeah, tune in Friday 8:00 NASCAR report. Let's get another one. There's Talladega Super Speedway, so that's probably going to kill the momentum. Let's see what we can do. Let's make it 3 in a row.
I know. You don't like super speedways, right? All right. See you guys. Love you guys. Thank you so much for putting up with me. And see you next week.